Example 4 is another application problem of combining functions. So it says the total monthly revenue function for camcorders. That should tell you how kind of dated this question is, but for camcorders is given by R equals, and R is in dollars. And the total monthly cost function for camcorders is C equals, also in dollars, where X is the number of camcorders that are produced and sold. So which function is quadratic and which is linear? So we're first given revenue. So my revenue is 6,600X. Is this linear or is this quadratic? Okay, this one is linear. Why? Because it only has an X. So then my next one that we were given was cost, and cost is 2,000 plus 4,800X plus 2 times X squared. That squared is what makes this a quadratic. Now we need to find the profit function, which is what we did on example 3. So I'd like you to pause this video and try to find the function profit on your own, please. Okay, I hope you had time to try to find the profit function. Our profit function is P of X equals R of X minus C of X. And we need to remember when we subtract that cost, that goes in parentheses. So we have profit equals, my revenue is 6,600 X minus my cost, now if I don't put that in parentheses, the only thing I am subtracting in this cost function is this first term, because it is still positive 4,800X and a positive 2X. That is why you have to put this in parentheses. So now we're going to distribute this negative into everything. And so positive, positive, positive will all become negative. So we have P of X equals, bringing down that 6,600X, and now minus 2,000 minus 4,800X minus 2X squared. Now let's combine our like terms, and here are my like terms right here. So if I want to put this in descending order, I want to start with my negative 2X squared. 6,600 minus 4,800 is going to give me a positive 1,800X, and then bring down your minus 2,000. So there is my profit function. Part C wants to know, is the profit function a linear function, a quadratic function, or neither? Okay, hopefully we know that that's a quadratic because, again, of that X squared. Now, part D and E are asking very similar questions. Part D wants us to find the number of camcorders that gives the maximum profit. And part E wants us to find the maximum possible profit. Because we're talking about a quadratic here, that should ring a bell. If this is a quadratic, that means it's going to be a parabola. And because this A is negative, that means this parabola is going to be opening down. So if I'm wanting to find the maximum profit, that's this highest point right here, which would be the vertex. Okay, maximum needs to ring a bell. We're asking for vertex without asking for vertex. So we have a formula that helps us find vertex, and that is negative b over 2a. So my b here, let me use it different. Let me use this highlighter. My b in this profit function is 1800, and my a is negative 2. So my negative b would be negative 1800 over 2 times negative 2. So we've got negative 1800 over negative 4. And so we have 450. Now, once the number of camcorders, so we need 450 camcorders. Word problems need word answers, or at the very least, word units. I mean, units. Okay. So what is the maximum profit? And I probably should have even explained this before we did this. If on part D, it's wanting us to find the number of camcorders, X is representing the number of camcorders. So that means I am finding my X coordinate of the vertex. Now part E is wanting us to find the maximum possible profit, and that's what my Y equals. So all we need to do here is substitute this in. So I have, Y would work. I'm going to go P of 450 equals, and now I am substituting in 450 for both of these X's. So negative 2 times 450 squared plus 1800 times 450 minus 2000. Profit, we're talking about money, so I'm going to put my dollar sign. And now I'm going to type this in here. And we get $403,000. So if we sell exactly 450 camcorders, we're going to make our maximum profit of this right here. Now, knowing that these two are your vertex, we can also just truly find this by graphing it, right? You might want to find at least this number, but if you find that number, we could go in here and type in our profit function. And if I go window, I'm going to go 0, 2. Since I know that this is at 450, I'm going to double that and go to 900. And I'm going to go zoom 0 for a zoom fit. And here is my quadratic function. So if I go to calc here and I want the max, I want left bound. I want to go somewhere over here to the left of that vertex, and then right bound somewhere over here to the right of it. Hit enter through guess, and we get this right here. Now, again, sometimes it rounds that really, really weird, but 449.99999 is 450, right? So we've got 450 for my X, and then my Y coordinate is my $403,000.